Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie. Today I'm going to share with you my 32-week pregnancy update. I think 25 is the last one that I did, so this is about, 6 weeks of information that is like updating until now. But yeah, it's been really good the past, 6 weeks since I last updated you. Depending on the app that you look at or the website or whatever, baby could be the size of a cantaloupe or the size of a squash. So two very different things in my opinion, but you gotta choose the one. I'm going cantaloupe because that just seems bigger. But baby is about 16 to 17 inches long at this point and about 3.5 to 4 pounds. And all the major organs except for the lungs are fully developed now. So that is just so cool. It has been 1 week since I last visited my midwife. I visited her last week at this time. So everything was really good at the appointment. Baby's doing really well. I am measuring right on track at 30. Well, when I was at her appointment, I was measuring right at 31, kind of pushing it to 32, so maybe slightly big, but she was able to get to 31. So measuring right on track. Like I said, everything was really good except for two things. There were two things that kind of were called out. First being that baby's position is not head down. Baby is transverse right now, which basically means just horizontal. Head is on the right side and feet are on the left. So obviously not ideal. She's not worried about it at all because it's still early. 36-ish weeks is when she will start to be concerned. But the second one is that there was protein in my urine, and I guess in a high amount, and that is a little bit worrisome. So we're gonna watch that. I guess protein in the urine is just an indication that your kidneys or liver are not functioning properly. So the waste is not, eliminating or being filtered properly in the body. So it can be a sign of preeclampsia if it's coupled with high blood pressure and maybe some swelling or something like that. My heart and blood pressure are completely normal and actually really great. So she's not worried about that yet. But I was telling her about, another thing that's been going on, which I've had trouble with this whole pregnancy, and she thinks it might be related to that. And that is a little TMI. Fast forward a couple minutes if you don't want to hear the gross stuff. But it's just that I've been severely constipated. And that's like a part of pregnancy people just don't like to talk about, obviously, because it's like a little gross. But it's been a struggle for me this whole pregnancy. I have been doing all the things I can. I've been walking miles a day. I've been drinking a minimum of 9 cups of water. I've been drinking prune juice. I've been, just doing all the things. I've been working with them, taking high dose of magnesium to try to flush things out, and just nothing is working. Like I'll go 10 or 11 days between being able to go to the bathroom. So the constipation is really just hard. I've tried, foods that usually make me go. I've tried spicy. I've tried like all the things, and I just can't seem to get anything moving. So I actually went to my other doctor, like the one I've been seeing for some of these issues, and we worked out some new things that I'm going to start trying supplement-wise to try to, they think it's liver related. They don't think my liver is creating enough bile to help, I guess, thin out some of the fats, like fatty liver or something. I don't exactly know. I am not, a medical person, but that's what they're thinking. So I have a couple other things to try now. Like I said, this has been a struggle my whole pregnancy. I'm already on milk thistle to help with my liver because of some cholestasis stuff going on earlier in pregnancy. That's all under control now, but it just really has, this constipation issue and liver stuff has been a big issue this pregnancy, and I am still very much struggling with that. So hopefully this new stuff, gets me back to a good place. And they're thinking that that might be where the protein in the urine's coming from. And it also might account for some of baby's positioning, because if my digestive tract is like full and baby doesn't feel comfortable like going head down, like that could be why. So those could, like, if I can get this under control, it could fix both of those problems. So that is probably the biggest like thing going on right now. And obviously she's just going to keep monitoring that protein and my blood pressure and make sure, like, if, we're watching for preeclampsia in case that does come about. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we're just, smooth sailing. Since the last update, I have not shown any signs of gestational diabetes, so that is great. I haven't been having any like leg or hand cramps. Braxton Hicks can start, could have started sooner, but a lot of people start experiencing it around 32 weeks, and I have not had any Braxton Hicks yet. I didn't experience them with baby 1 or baby 2 though at all in my entire pregnancy, so I'm not surprised that I haven't felt Braxton Hicks, and I doubt I will since I didn't in my previous 2 pregnancies. Usually the first contractions I feel are labor contractions, so that's not surprising at all. Baby is constantly moving around. I like love it. I just love the baby's movement so much, as I'm sure anyone else who's pregnant can relate to. It's a lot of rolling, a lot of wiggling. I'm still getting some jabs and kicks, but it is a lot of like position movement or like wiggles, it seems. So that's been really cool. Food-wise, I am having trouble eating like regular size meals now. I'll be so hungry and then I eat like a third of my food and I'm already just so full. I just don't have a lot of room in there. And so I've been trying to just eat smaller meals more often. Craving-wise, I would say previous to Easter, I was craving ice cream, chocolate, desserts. Like I was just craving that sweet so much. It hasn't been a problem like the last week because Easter just happened and I had given up chocolates, dessert, ice cream, all sweets for Lent, so I wasn't eating them at all. Easter happened, now I am, so I'm not craving them as much. So I would say it was a really big craving, now not so much. I'm not really having that many cravings at the moment. I would say if I had one, there is a girl a fellow YouTuber, and she on her Instagram shares these pictures that her husband makes of these deep dish pizzas. And that's all I have wanted. Every time I see it, I'm like, I want that. Where can I get it? And he makes it, so I can't even order it from where he's doing it from because he makes it. That's all I've been wanting. And so I'll want it for like a week straight, and then I won't see it, and it'll like die down a bit, and then she'll post it again. They have it again. And now I just saw it like 2 days ago, so I'm like heightened aware for this deep dish pizza. It looks so good. It's like Detroit style. That's what I want. If I have a craving at this moment, that's what it is. Energy wise, like for the most part, I would say I'm doing pretty good. Like I have a decent amount of energy in the day, but I crash. So around like 2, 3, 4, I'm like so tired. It's hard to keep my eyes open. I just like want to go nap, but I have 2 kids, so I can't just go nap when I want to. But in the late afternoon, I do have like a major crash. And then right when I'm putting the kids to bed, so between like 7 and 8, I'm like still kind of woozy, like just kind of want to go to bed. But then as soon as I'm done, I usually have something to do, work-wise, cleaning-wise, dishes, like whatever it is. And as soon as I get into that, my second wind hits. And then it's like I'm up. I try to go to bed at like 9 or 10 because I know how tired I am. But I will lay in bed and I just cannot fall asleep. It's like insomnia kicks in. So it's like I'm so tired, but then I'm an insomniac and I don't fall asleep until like 12, 1, sometimes even 2. So it's just like I'm in this horrible cycle of being so tired and not sleeping and then just being wide awake and can't sleep. But I will say that I was having a hard time sleeping the last time I did this update, and my sleep has improved a lot. So once I am asleep, I'm sleeping much better. Juliana isn't teething anymore, so she's not waking up in the middle of the night. So I'm like, once I'm asleep, I'm pretty much asleep. And sometimes I do have to wake up to pee or something, but I can usually fall right back asleep, no problem. So sleeping itself has gotten a little better. So hopefully, in the next 4 weeks when I get really close, I'm still saying that, fingers crossed, but I definitely am thankful for my sleep right now because I know it was not good and I know it probably won't be good. So I'm thankful for the little bit of good sleep that I have been blessed with these last couple weeks. As far as like cleaning and nesting, I was in a total nesting phase, like cleaning everything for a little while. And then I think when like Easter was getting close and Easter happened, I just got kind of out of it, and I have not been in the mood to clean at all. So I haven't been. And I have not gotten anything out for the baby yet. Everything is still in our attic. Everything still needs to be washed and sterilized and everything. And I just haven't, like, it doesn't feel close enough to start doing that yet. So probably, I'd say probably around 36 weeks, I'll probably like be more wanting to start doing that. But right now, not totally nesting or cleaning phase. I can tell that I am growing a bit because my belly has been itchy, so I've been using my Earth Mama belly butter for that, and that's been great, but it has been like a little bit itchy, so I have been having to do more moisturizing as it's growing. I'll do a belly shot at the end because I'm probably gonna have to like move some things out of the way to be able to show you. I will say that my hands and feet, they haven't been itchy or anything. Like, I'm not scared like cholestasis is coming back or anything, but I've been noticing that I'm having some swelling. And I can't tell if it's regular like third trimester pregnancy swelling or if it has to do with some of my other issues that I'm having. But I never got hand, ankle, feet swelling with my other pregnancies, and I'm starting to notice it now. I do get some face swelling usually by the end, but I've never really had the hands or feet things. Like, I've never had to take my rings off to like prepare, and like I can do it right now, so the swelling is under control like at this moment. But I have noticed that, and I think it can be very regular, not cause for concern, but because I have protein in my urine, and hand and feet swelling is another indicator of preeclampsia, I just like really have it, I'm really on alert about it, and just really trying to make sure I drink more and more water to kind of flush things out. So that is definitely something giving me a tiny bit of anxiety and just something I'm noticing. And then let's see, I haven't been like with the holidays and stuff, I have not been so good about my exercises that I normally do. Like, usually at night I'll do my exercises from the Bradley method, which I've mentioned in previous videos. I'll do a video about the Bradley method specifically like later in a couple weeks, but I have not been keeping up with it well. So I have been trying at least to like make sure I'm walking every day, which has been good. It's so nice outside where I am right now. So it's been so nice just to get out and like do a mile or two a day with the kids in the stroller or like whatever. So that's been great. And I've been trying to make sure I do that. I have been trying to make sure I do a couple Kegels each day and pelvic tilts, because I think those are like the two most important for me anyway, but I haven't been keeping up with many of the other ones. And I've been trying to squat instead of bend and like do those things, but in general, like my exercise has gone kind of out the window. Other than that, let's see, I have not experienced any leaking, milk leakage. I did experience that with Isabel, my first. I did not experience it with my second, Juliana. I have not experienced it or started experiencing it now with this one, so we'll see. I don't know if it'll stay that way or not. Apparently it changes with every pregnancy, but as of right now, I have not had any leaking. And then I guess that's really all for updates, but I will say that one thing that's been kind of on my mind is I've been considering and contemplating a water birth. I never, ever, ever thought that I would want to do that. If you saw, I posted my birth story, my labor story for my firstborn, you'll know that I like to move. I like to walk. I like to be doing something. I like to do anything that distracts me from being in labor or having contractions. And the thought of being in a tub of water where you can't really move, you can't go anywhere, like, that seems very restricting for me. So when I had Juliana, my second, even though I had a home birth, I had no interest in a water birth at all. Didn't interest me at all. But for some reason, I've been contemplating it this time, and I don't think I would want it early labor. I don't think I would want it like regular labor, but at the very end, for like the last 30 minutes or whatever, when you are just like, when I'm not moving anymore, when I have to concentrate so much, I'm like just sitting, that's when I think maybe I would like to get in the tub. So I've talked to my midwife about it a little bit. She's gonna come here at 36 weeks to do like the home visit and, drop off my home birth kit and all that kind of stuff. So I think around 36 weeks, that's when I'm gonna make the decision for sure or not, because she has a birthing pool that she'll bring. So I am really contemplating that, and I think I might do it, or at least have it. And if I decide when I'm in labor that I don't want it, then that's fine. But I think I might do it. I never thought I'd be a water birth person, but I don't know. Maybe I'll love it. But anyway, that's pretty much what I've been thinking about. Those are my updates. Okay, here is a bump date. You can see. There you go. He's getting so big in there. I will see you guys soon with some more updates and some more, pregnancy related things. I hope you give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.